Hi there. Question 10. A student set up an electrochemical cell using aluminium and copper electrodes, as well as aluminium sulfate solution and copper sulfate solution. Complete the labels on the diagram to show the electrochemical cell, which would give the direction of electron flow indicated. You may wish to use the data book to help you. So, one thing you should know is that the more reactive a metal is, the more it wants to get rid of its electrons. All metals want to get rid of their electrons a little bit because they have like electrons way out on their own on shells by themselves, and they would quite like to get rid of that electron so as they could have a stable outer shell. And the more reactive a metal is, the more it wants to push that electron away. So whenever you have an electrochemical cell like this, you always have the more reactive, and then the electrons go to the less reactive. So we just need to look up aluminium and copper and find out which one is the more reactive. So aluminium is more reactive than copper. So that means this is aluminium. And this is copper. And the ions have to match. So if this is aluminium, this has to be aluminium something. So we shall write that down. Oh, can't write. Aluminium sulfate. And over on this side, copper sulfate. The two reactions which take place in the cell, the two reactions that take place in the cell are these ones. Write the redox equation for the overall reaction. Now we can see we've got 3 electrons there and 2 there, and we really want them to match. So we multiply this whole thing times 2 and this whole thing times 3. So do in another colour. So we have 2 aluminiums, 2 of those and 6 of those. We have 3 of these, 6 of these and 3 of those. And now we just write down what we've got on this side. Just ignore the electrons because they're matched by the electrons on the other side, so they don't really count. And then write down what we've got on the other side. There we go, done it. Part B. Calculate the percentage mass of aluminium in aluminium sulfate. So we will need the gram formula mass of aluminium sulfate, because the formula that we're going to want to use is mass over gram formula, mass times 100. So that's the mass of the aluminium. So what is the gram formula mass of aluminium sulfate? I'll just rub this out, it's in the way. So aluminium has a gram formula mass of 27. The sulfur has a ground formula mass of 32. 3 times 32. And the oxygen has a ground formula mass of 16. That's 12 times 16 equals, calculator, 27 times 2, 54, 3 times 32, 96, 12 times 16, 192. Add those together. It's 96 plus 54, 342. Gram formula mass equals. And aluminium 2, that was 54. So we want 54 over 342 times 100, which I'll just write up here. I'll put it in my calculator. Get 15.8. And what do they say on the Marcus guidelines? 15.8 and the percent sign. There we go. Thanks for watching. Bye.